Welcome back, Rich Minds. It's your boy RHENO coming back to you with another video. And today's topic is gonna be 5 signs God wants you to win. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder for the people in the back. Listen, y'all, this video is based upon all the signs of how you know God wants you to win. Yes, sir. Y'all say it with me real quick. God wants me to win. Listen, y'all, I feel good too, so this is going to be a great video. I want y'all to tune in, and y'all got to stay tuned into every single sign, because I'm telling y'all, if you're watching this video, you're watching this video for a very important reason. So I want you to stay tuned in to the very end, because God wants you to win. And matter of fact, y'all make sure y'all drop that in the comments. God wants you to win? Yes, sir. Make sure you drop that in the comments and say, God wants me to win. Now, listen to this, y'all. See, when God wants you to win, you're going to have inevitable success. All right, what does that mean? You ain't gonna have no choice but to run into being successful. You're not gonna have no choice but to run into being a multimillionaire. You ain't gonna have no choice but to run into your God-given destiny. Yes, sir, your God-given destiny. I need you to understand something. God wants you to win, and it ain't nothing that a hater can do about it. Yes, sir, it ain't nothing that an enemy can do about it, and it ain't nothing that anybody who hates you or can't stand you can do about it. Yes, sir, because what? God wants you to win. See, I told y'all, I'm telling y'all, man, if you watching this video, you watching it for a specific reason. And I want you to stay tuned in to the very end. But y'all already know how we do, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video, as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. And don't forget, drop in the comments, God want me to win. The first sign is going to be this, y'all. God will turn your mistake into a miracle. Yes, sir. Let me say that one more time, louder for the people in the back. All right. God will turn your mistake into a miracle. RHENO, what does that mean? Let's just say you are a mom, right? Or before you became a mom, you are a regular lady, you know what I'm saying, regular girl, and you going to college, okay? And it was destined for you to graduate with that bachelor's, that PhD, that master's, whatever the case is, and just so happen you meet a young man. Yes, sir, you meet somebody and y'all do what y'all do, and guess what? Now you done turned up pregnant. But guess what, baby? It don't end right there. All right, it don't end right there. See, what happened was God said, you know what? I see that you made a mistake, but guess what? Anything that I ordained is never a mistake. Yes, sir, I'm going to turn it into a miracle. Yes, sir. Somebody drop in the comments and say, God will turn my blessing into a miracle. See, that's the same thing that happened with you. It don't matter what happened in your life, what mistake you've made, he going to turn it into a miracle. Now, let me say this, y'all. I'm not saying that you can just do something crazy and put yourself behind bars for the rest of your life, or, you know, do something that's going to kill you. I ain't saying that. He can't turn that to no miracle. Yes, sir, you got to give God something to work with, all right? You got to give him something to work with. But what I'm simply saying is this right here. Listen, these little small mistakes that you done made that you feel like is oh so big, right? You feel like it's oh so big and I can't change my life and God just he ain't going to bless me no more. Listen, I need you to reform your mind, baby girl. I need you to reform your mind, brother. Check this out, man. God gonna turn your mistake into a miracle. Let's just say the man who, you know, he became a criminal, right? He done did an armed robbery. He done got himself 10, 15 years to the dope. I'm talking about straight to the dope. But guess what? God started working in that brother's life. God said, you know what, man, I'm gonna allow you to get your GED inside prison. And then on top of that, I'm gonna allow you to get your bachelor's inside prison. So now this brother come out educated. Yes, sir. Now this brother come out knowing God. Yes, sir. And as he maneuver on his journey, he find his destiny. Now he done became a multi-millionaire or a 6-figure earner. It works just like that. God wants you to win. Listen, I need y'all to drop that in the comments. God wants you to win. Understand this, y'all. God will turn your mistake into a miracle. It ain't nothing that nobody can do about it when God wants you to win. Number 2, God will send you opportunity. Okay? Let me say that one more time, louder for the people in the back. Listen, y'all. God will send you an opportunity. Okay, RHENO, what does that mean? Understand this, y'all. Listen, when one door closes, 3 more open up. Yes, sir. When one door closes, 3 more open up. So what you mean by that, RHENO? Listen, whenever you are, you know, you doing your thing, or you working, or you got your own business, or, you know, you working with some specific people, all right? And let's just say they want to fire you, or let's just say your business closed, or let's just say one of those doors closed. You know what God gonna do? He gonna open up 3 more. You just gotta choose. All of them ordained. Yes, sir. All of them are ordained. And we've seen a lot of this inside the COVID-19 pandemic. We've seen a lot of this when people was getting furloughed. We've seen a lot of this when people had no choice but to stay home. We already seen this before. See, and a lot of times people get so stuck up and caught up into that opportunity that they had prior to the new opportunity, right? It's no different from whenever a woman, or we're going to say a man, I'm always on women. We're going to say it's no different from when a man is so stuck up on this particular woman as if she's the only one that God made. Yes, sir. She's the only one who living on earth, right? And so he'll never be able to meet the woman that's really made for him, or he'll never be able to meet the woman who's equally yoked with him. It's what do you call it? A soulmate, right? See, listen, God, he'll send an opportunity to you, but see, you got to be wise enough and not ignorant, and you got to understand that, oh, hold on, okay, this door right here done closed, right? Meaning this woman walked away out of my life, but it doesn't mean that you will never find another woman. Meaning this job closed the door on you, but it doesn't mean that another job won't be better, bigger, and paying you more. It don't mean that. So you got to realize this, y'all. When one door closes, 3 more open. Yes, sir. And you're going to have to understand, it's going to be ordained doors. It's going to be ordained doors. Somebody drop in the comments and say ordained doors. What does it mean? What does it mean to walk into an ordained door? It means that you walking into your calling. You walking into your purpose. You walking into that thing that God has for you. I need you to realize something. God wants you to win. You ain't never thought about it like that. See, when one door closes, 3 more doors open, meaning God gonna send you some more opportunities. Now here's the tricky part about this, y'all. Here's the tricky part about it. It's not gonna always happen when you want it. It's not going to always happen whenever you want it, but you're going to have faith. And I speak about faith a lot, but you're going to have to believe, right? I speak about belief a lot. Listen, a lot of people who was in the Bible, all they did was believe. A lot of people who was in the Bible, or a lot of the prophets who was in the Bible, all they did was have faith. You're going to have that same thing. Right? I just did a video on, about having prophet faith. Listen, I need you to have prophet faith. You're going to have to realize something. Just because the opportunity hasn't came right before your eyes, the hand of God hasn't came out just yet. Listen, before Moses was able to do what he did, he had to go through training. He had to get prepared, right? He had a mentor, okay? And even when it was time for him to part the Red Sea, he still had to wait on God. And this right here was this was like right before he was about to part the Red Sea. So understand how God moves. He don't move on our time. Right? He don't move on our time. See, one day with God, okay? One day with God is 1,000 years in human time. One day with God is 1,000 years in human time. So, RHENO, why do you tell me that? What does that mean to me? Well, what it means to you is that God is not moving on human time. He's moving on time of divinity. Yes, sir. He's moving on divine timing, right? But it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen on time. Yes, sir. Somebody say God is always on time. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments and say God is always on time. I need you to realize something. When one door closes, 3 more open. All right. Number 3, you're in alignment. I got to say that one more time too, y'all. You are in alignment. A lot of people don't know what alignment means, right? I was having a conversation with a gentleman, a very strong, powerful brother. He also have a platform as well. And he was speaking about being in alignment. These are things that I already know, but I want to share with y'all of the enlightful, conversation that we had, right? And so as we were speaking about God, spirituality, we touched on finances, basically everything that I speak about, rich mentality, right? Every single aspect. And as we were speaking, he was telling me one thing. He said, man, brother, you got to be in alignment, right? And so as he was speaking about alignment, I asked him, I said, what does alignment mean to you? He said, well, alignment is when you have all your ducks in a row in terms of what is most important to you to what's least important to you. So from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? He told me his, I told him mine. Okay, I said mine was God, number 1. All right, number 2, family. Number 3, happiness. And number 4 was my business. right? And so for y'all, it may look a little different, okay? Long as y'all have God number one, that's gonna be the most important. But that's what it means to be in alignment, right? When you have all your ducks in a row. Yes, sir. You have God first, right? You got your family, then you got your happiness, then you got your business, and so on and so on and so on. You have all your ducks in a row. You in alignment. Yes, sir. Listen, I need y'all to affirm this over your life so you can receive God's blessings. Make sure you drop in the comments and say, I'm in alignment. Yes, sir, because God wants you to win. And so that's the clear indication, y'all, that he wants you to win when you are in alignment. You got to have all your ducks in a row. You got to make sure you have what's most important to you, right? And so one thing I want y'all to do for me, I want y'all to do this in the comments. Y'all make sure y'all drop the 5 most important things to you in the comments, okay? Like I said, y'all list may be different from mine, right? As long as y'all got God first, that's all that matters. But I want y'all to drop in the comments and say what's most important to you, right? Because that's where your alignment starts. That's where your alignment starts. So you have God, then whatever else come after that, whatever else come after that, whatever else come after that, and whatever else come after that. Because everybody's life is different. Y'all alignment is not going to be like mine, but that's how you get in alignment. And once you are in alignment, you're going to be blessed abundantly. Yes, sir. Somebody drop in the comments and say blessed abundantly. Once you get within alignment, you're going to be blessed abundantly because you are walking into something called your purpose. You are walking into something called your calling, and you are walking into something called greatness. Yes, sir. You're walking directly into it once you are in alignment. So realize that. Understand the power of being in alignment, and that's a clear indicator that God wants you to win. Yes, sir. And y'all make sure y'all drop in the comments, God wants you to win, because listen, if you're watching this video, that is a clear indicator and indication that God wants you to win. You ain't watching this video for a coincidence, all right? So number 4, y'all, the 4th sign is going to be this. God blocks the enemy from attacking you. Yes, sir. Let me say that one louder for the people in the back. Understand this, y'all. God will block the enemy from attacking you. Listen, I was watching a video on social media the other day, y'all, and y'all probably seen the same video. Y'all probably seen the same video. It went viral on Instagram, Facebook. Y'all know how it go, and even TikTok. And so with this particular video, it was about a kid, right, and a dog. And it was 2 dogs and the kid. So one dog was the kid's dog, right? He was playing with them in his own yard. And then it was another dog that was coming across the street, full throttle. So the kid, he running towards the road. He's naive being the kid. He don't see the dog coming from across the street. But guess who does? His dog, who he was playing with. And so what happened was he blocked the kid from getting attacked or being harmed from the other dog. Now, within the comments, they were saying, we don't really know if the dog was going to, attack the kid. He just wanted to play, so on and so on and so on. Listen, so many people have been killed and died behind not knowing, okay? You got to know. Yes, sir, you have to know. You can't just walk off the building, this 7-story building, and saying you didn't know what would happen after that. All right, you got to know. So realize that. So with that kid, he was protected from the dog. Y'all, I had got a revelation from that. Yes, sir, I had got a revelation from that, and I want y'all to understand what the revelation was. God is going to protect you from your enemies. God is going to block you from your enemies. Listen, it's not nothing that the enemy can do to you when God block them. It's nothing that they can say, slander, to destroy your reputation. And there's no door that won't open when God has his blessing over you. Yes, sir, I need you to realize something. God is about to protect you, and God is going to block the enemy from attacking you. When I seen that video, I said, that's exactly what it was. I said, yup, that's it. That's exactly what it was. That was the revelation, y'all. God is going to block you from getting attacked from the enemy. I need you to realize that. And that's a clear indication that God wants you to win. Yes, sir. Somebody drop in the comments and say, God want me to win. All right. And listen, y'all, this is going to be the last one. Number 5. The 5th sign is going to be this. It's your time. Let me allow that to ring a little bit more. It's your time. What does that mean, RHENO? Like, what is that to me? Listen, when it's your time, there's nothing that you can't ask for. When it's your time, there's nothing that you can't get. And when it's your time, there's nothing that you can't handle. Yes, sir. Why? Because it's your time. When I was in high school, y'all, I was around 16, 17 as a junior. And I was dating this girl who was like 19, and she was a senior, right? And she was, matter of fact, y'all, Matter of fact, to give y'all a true story, because I'm lying right now, she had already graduated, right? But I came from a strict household, and I was still in high school, but she was able to go to parties and all that or whatever. And so I wanted to do some of the same things that she was doing. Because I'm in a strict household, I can't really go nowhere like that. I had the curfew, right? I come from that type of household, okay? I come from, structure, order, a little bit extreme, but for the most part, it was order, right? And so one night, I was like, man, I ain't coming back, right? And I will always remember what my mom said in the back of my head, even that night. It's not your time. It's not your time. It's not your time, right? She would always beat that in my head, even my sister's head. But she would always beat that in our heads, right? It's not your time. And so that particular night, y'all, I go out, I go to the graduation party, and I go back to the girl crib who I was dating, right? Who I later on married, okay? That's a whole nother long story. We ain't even gonna get into that in this video. But I'm in her crib, and it's like 3 in the morning. My mom, she knew where the girl stayed, right? So she came all the way over to Georgia Woods on the north side of town of Douglas, Georgia, right? That's my hometown. My mama banging on the door. And so in my mind, I'm stronghold on, I'm not coming home. And she's stronghold on, it's not your time. I don't care what you do, how you do it. It's not your time. So understand this, y'all. She banging on the door for like 30 minutes straight. 30 minutes straight. So I just said, you know what? I'm going to just go ahead and go home. So my mom, she leave, right? But I end up going home. And when I go home, obviously everybody pissed, they mad. I ain't get no whooping or nothing like that, but everybody, she pissed, right? I didn't walk into the house saying, hey, congratulations, I'm going to give you a cupcake. I ain't walking to a house like that. It was, it was a lot of turmoil, right? But the main thing that she said to me was, it's not your time. I thought I told you that. Y'all, I got another revelation. Listen, when something happens in your life, right, it's because it's meant to. And when something don't happen in your life, it's because it wasn't meant to. What am I saying? It wasn't your time. Yes, sir. But now that God wants you to win, guess what it is now? Drop it in the comments. It's your time. Yes, sir. See, God wants you to win. And now it's your time. You done seen everybody else win. You done seen everybody else get their new house. You done seen everybody else get their new car. You done seen everybody else get their opportunity. Yes, sir, I need you to realize something. It's your time. And when it's your time, it ain't nothing that the enemy can do. Yes, sir. When it's your time, it's nothing that a hater can say. Yes, sir. And when it's your time, it's no amount of slander or no amount of bad talk on your name that will destroy your reputation. Why? Because it's your time. I need you to drop in the comments and say, this my winning season. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments and say, it's my winning season. Listen, I can't conclude this video no better than that. God wants you to win, all right? And so y'all already know how we do, y'all. I need y'all to hit any one of the links in my description. Check out any one of my books. That's 8 Steps to Self-Publishing, a Successful Book, Rich Mentality, Traumatized by Love, as well as Fairly Unequal. Also, be sure to check out any one of my memberships. That's my YouTube membership, as well as my Patreon. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.